And
hello everyone, welcome to the second YouTuber panel of Ryukiin. Hooray! So, it's about time for us to get started. So, thank you all for joining the stream, everyone who's in the stream and everyone in the audience, please sit down and just go ahead and enjoy. So, we'll start with introductions. My name is Emily Waffles Yay. I work here at Ryukiin as a community support coordinator, and part of my job is doing YouTube videos twice a week. So I'm very excited for this channel, this panel, because YouTube is part of my job, and I have a ton of fun doing videos each week. So let's go ahead and introduce each of the panelists. We're just going to go down the line, starting with Mav.
Oh no, I'm first. I should have rethought my chair choice. Anyways, my name is Mavin VR. I make really random videos on YouTube. Originally, I just started off making videos just for fun. Now it's kind of like a little bit more of a serious thing. I have like a team that helps me do a lot of my videos, and a lot of builders that help me with a lot of stuff. A lot of people helping me run my Discord. So I'm really thankful for all those people. So shout out to all those guys helping me there. You guys know who you are. And yeah. Yes.
All right, my turn. Hello, everybody. I'm Billabob from BBR, as you might know me. I make Rec Room weekly news videos every week, where I just go over the latest happenings in Rec Room, I guess. And then I also sometimes make other videos about, like, climbing and such, and that's me.
All right. Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Olivia, and sorry, this is so cool. Yeah, I post just basically random videos, like Mav said, and yeah, it's basically just some really cool videos. Sorry, I'm just really nervous.
It's okay.
And sorry, basically, yeah, I just post some really cool videos, random videos. And yeah.
All right. So yeah, my name is Bathia. I'm that quest guy. My channel started out as mostly just speedrunning videos, and they've gradually grown to more and more just kind of random videos, and me and my friends just having funs and games. That's pretty much me.
That's awesome. My name is Mr. B. I really hope my mic's on right now. Yeah, it's on. Okay, cool. Hi, my name is Mr. B. I have a YouTube channel too. I post some cool stuff. I think it's cool, and I enjoy Rec Room. I think it's like it's probably like my top 2 favorite games, probably my top 1 actually, and I enjoy it a lot.
Awesome. All right. So these are all of our amazing panelists. Thank you all for being here. This is pretty awesome. So I've never hosted a panel before. We'll see how this goes, but we're going to have some fun up here. Let's get the questions started. First, I'll give a few questions for a while, and then we'll get some questions from the stream. So let's get started. You guys ready? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so the first question I think is a great place to start of why you decided to become a YouTuber, or what inspired you to become a content creator. Is there anyone who wants to answer that first?
I'll go for it. No one else will.
Alright,
Okay, yes, someone said first. Yes, someone go first.
We all said that at the same time. Okay, so am I going?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So, BVR isn't my first YouTube channel. I had another one I made like 6 years ago, and basically, I've been playing games all my life and stuff, and I started watching a lot of other people who were like YouTubers, and I kind of like, I don't know if this is just like sad, but I started realizing I was like talking to myself while I was playing games, and I was like, hey, I could probably make this not as sad and then just make it like a YouTube thing, because I'm like commentating and stuff. So that's kind of how it started. I just looked up to a lot of other YouTubers I watched at that time, those years ago, and then here we are today.
That's great. All right, who's next?
I guess I'll start.
All right, Bo.
So originally when I started, honestly, the only reason I made my channel is we had been doing speedruns, and I just had to have someone to upload the speedruns so that we could submit them to speedrun.com. And they started getting, a decent amount of views, and people were commenting, and it just kind of, blew me away a little bit. I thought it was really cool, so I decided one day that I would start streaming a little bit. And we had a bunch of people stop in, and it was just like one of the coolest experiences of my life. And we just kept going with it, and it just kept growing and growing from there. And I love it.
Of course, yeah, that's really cool. All right, who's next?
Sure, I'll go next. So basically, I started my channel, so I think back in 2018 or 2019, and I did a lot of Fortnite content. And my name's originally Who Oreo. And it was not great content. And then at the start of 2020, I started to do just Rec Room content overall. I was on screen, and once again, it still wasn't good content. But over time, my content I think has grew, from now. And yeah, that's basically how my channel started, from Fortnite and some really bad cringy videos.
Kind of the same with me. I started off as something totally different. All right, who's next?
Mr. B, you want to go, or I can go?
It's up to you. You can go if you want.
Sure. Okay. So when I started my channel, I actually was, it was like the beginning of the quarantine stuff going on, and a lot of us were going through a lot of stuff, but personally I was going through a lot of, there's a lot of drama and stuff going between not only family, but relationships, and family was a big thing that was bothering me. And then being stuck in the house for so long, I lost my job because of COVID. And so I had to do something to get my mind off of things. And I figured, I have this VR headset, and I started seeing these really interesting Rec Room videos. And so I think for 2 weeks straight, I just watched a bunch of Rec Room content so that I could do my best to kind of see what was out there, what people enjoyed, but at the same time so that I could do my best to kind of be different from everything I was seeing. And so then I just started making videos, and next thing you knew, people really wanted to see more content. And then that's when I told myself, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I do 2 videos a week and take this thing a lot more seriously. And not only did that, making those types of videos, was I having fun? That was a big thing. It was, not only was I having fun, but it was getting me, it was giving me that escape and that creative freedom to get away with everything that was going on in my real life. And I'm really thankful for it, because not only YouTube and everyone that I've met that have helped me out of a really tough spot in my life, but everything that's been happening has affected my real life as well. And so I'm super grateful for everyone I've met, all of my friends, everyone in Rec Room, you guys, and this opportunity that I've been able to come to the panel and kind of share my experience. So yeah, that's kind of how I started doing YouTube.
That's very sweet. I'm glad
Thank
you
you.
chose us to make videos for. All right, Mr. B, we're in with you.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I kind of didn't, to be honest, I didn't really one day just say, today is the day that I become a YouTuber. What kind of happened was, long ago, maybe in 2015, my dad experimented with this thing called Vine, which was an app. And from there, we kept posting these 6-second videos, and I don't know why they were 6 seconds, but I guess that was enough for some quality content. And then after that, a couple years later, we saw that Vine was going to actually die off, and we wanted to keep going in the position that we were doing, because we saw that it was actually really fun and a great kind of thing to do with our pastime. And we moved over to YouTube, and by that time Vine kind of already left, and everyone was really sad about Vine, but everyone moved to YouTube. But luckily we were one of the first Viners to move to YouTube, and we just kept making videos there. And then when I turned 13, I made my own channel, and from there I post a lot of different games, mostly Fortnite, but I'm kind of trying to move away from Fortnite. And I have posted and streamed a good amount of Rec Room. But yeah.
All right, great. And that's a great way to hear about where y'all came from. All right, let's move to the next question. Let's talk about something fun. So what is the best part about being a content creator? Is there any like highlights that you enjoy the most? So who wants to answer this first?
Let's go in like a line. So
A line? Okay. We can start with Matt then.
Oh, all right. So I think my favorite. So the question is like my favorite part about being a content creator, correct? I think my favorite part about is having this ability to grow something that's like my own, and then being in charge of your own agenda. It's like an experience that I've never like had before, and knowing that something's coming out of it, and knowing that you're technically running your own business per se. So I think that aspect is probably one of the things that like I really enjoy, and then seeing all the community and everyone interacting. Every day I wake up and I'm like, oh, what's up? What's happening to my YouTube? What are the new comments? Like I think those things are the main things that really get me going for my channel. And as a content creator, I just love the interaction. I love being able to talk to you guys, and I do so many types of events that I can do, that I can interact with the community. I think that's my favorite part about it, is just the community, and the whole aspect of being in charge of something that you really enjoy. I think that's what I really like about being a content creator.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll pass it to BVR. Yeah.
Sure. So I personally, everything you said, I agree with. I just think it's super cool to put all of the like time and effort into making something that's like your own, and then you get to see those results with like the numbers and the comments and stuff. And I think that's really cool. My other favorite part is probably just like reading comments, because I think it's really fun to see what people have to say about what you're making. And I just think it's really neat that other people like take the time to watch something that you've created and then like talk about it with you in the comments section. So I really like reading those, meeting people like in Rec Room. I just think that's really cool, and that's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, like what these two said, it's like the people and like the interaction, and just like seeing how people like your content, and just them knowing that people like your content and you're making people happy with it, and basically you can just interact with them, and yeah, just stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's nothing better than knowing that, something that you created made somebody's day just a little bit better, or help them. I was walking around RetCon right before we started this, and I had a few people come up to me and, just thank me for some of my videos, because it helped them out so much with like solo and quest, because that was the video they were talking about at the time. But, just having somebody come up to you and say that your video really helped them, or that it got them through a hard time, is like, you can't explain it. It's the best feeling there is.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
no. That's awesome. No, you nailed that. Just like if I'm live streaming and even one comment that says, "Oh, Mr. B, like I was having a bad day today, but just watching the stream makes me feel better," and just those comments by themselves give me enough energy and just happiness to keep pushing and keep making videos, because I know that they're going towards a good cause.
Exactly.
All right. Those are such good answers, guys. It's so great to hear these wonderful things about being content creator. All right, here's the next question. What do you do to stay motivated in creating content, or just in general?
For me to stay motivated, at first it was just having fun. Fun was my motivation. My friends were my biggest motivations, because they were, when no one was really watching my channel, it was usually only my friends that were like, "Oh, I like your video, make another one," or those were the only people I was getting any response from at first. So they were like my biggest motivation. And then after that, once I started getting some traction, and the community started being my motivation, all the people asking for more videos, asking for longer videos, and wanting to meet me and stuff like that. I think that was a really big motivation for me, and it still is. But I think another really big motivation for me is like just the content itself. Like I get so excited about what I'm gonna make next that I literally have I I don't tell many people this, but I have like literally a giant calendar on my wall that has every month, and every month I'll write the content that I'm gonna make for that whole month, and I have it all planned out because I'm so excited and I just want to have everything ready and everything perfect. So I think it's just the content itself as well as a community is kind of what makes me super motivated. So every day I wake up and I see the calendar and I see the comments and I'm like instantly motivated. I don't have to worry about like not feeling motivated for the day. I think it's really important to make sure that you're set up for motivation as well, not just like hope that it kind of comes to you. You have to make sure that you're keeping yourself motivated and you have to find your kind of ways to do that. And I guess that's just like my way.
Okay, so Mav is like the exact opposite of me. That's what I wish I was like. I wish I had a calendar that I like put up what videos I'm gonna make. Honestly, when I go into a week, I really don't know what videos I'm gonna be making that week besides the Rec Room Weekly that I make, and that's kind of the good thing about having like a weekly series like that, because you always know you're gonna get at least one video from that and such. But I usually like to try and do at least 2 a week, and I usually don't have planned out, or well, I mean I have ideas, but I don't know. It just, I do kind of have some struggles with motivation that I'm still working out myself. Sometimes I just like know I need to work on something and I have to like push myself to do it, even though I know that's kind of bad for me. So I don't know. I think definitely take Mav's advice of like having everything planned out and making sure you're like enjoying what you're doing and stuff. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, if that's what it sounded like. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. So I am not good at planning things. And that's that.
So, usually for me, I have a burst of video ideas, so I just have loads of video ideas. And then maybe after a week or two, gone. There's no video ideas. So basically, normally what I do is, maybe once when I'm going to sleep, I just have a big think about, like, what I'm going to do next or something. Or the second thing is I just type up Rec Room, see what everyone's doing, see what like the latest trends are like and what's everyone doing and how can I like adapt on like those ideas. And yeah, basically just that.
So for me, starting out, I'm not very good at getting a bunch of videos lined up, and that's kind of one of the main reasons I was streaming so much, is because you really don't have to do a whole lot of planning. You just get in and play. But I'm getting better now to where I want to put out at least 2 videos a week on top of a couple of streams. And so my motivation, is kind of like what they said, is my community, reading the comments, and again, seeing how happy people are to see my videos. That's a huge motivation. But also, not gonna lie, sometimes I put a lot of energy into it, and I just have to step back for a few days and just not worry about it. I'll still read my comments and I'll comment back, but I have to take a step back from streaming and recording for a few days and just catch my breath, and then once I'm good, go back into it full speed. But that's what I'm working on right now.
He died.
Uh-oh.
We'll get Billy Bob back in a second. Don't worry about it, guys. Why don't we just continue?
Okay.
All right.
Well, to be honest, I'm not the type of person to kind of have an unlimited tank of energy or motivation inside me. It's kind of, I'm not one to kind of post a video every single week, or not every single week, but every single, let's say, day, just because I don't think I have it in me. So what I do is I try to, like you guys said, look at the trends and see what's going on in the YouTube world. And then when I make a video, I give it all that I can. And then I make sure to take some breaks, because you want to make sure that that you have a lot of balance in making different videos so that you don't get burnt out. But
I agree. I know I'm the host, but I kind of want to answer this as well, as I also do YouTube videos a little bit. I find a really strange disconnect with my personal channel and the Rec Room YouTube, which I do videos for work. So I find that my motivation is a lot more to do videos for the Rec Room YouTube. because that's my job. And if I don't do it, that's kind of something I gotta do. Like, I don't really have a choice there. But it's not that I don't want to. I do. I love making videos for Rec Room YouTube. When it comes to my own channel, I post like once a month because I do 2 videos a week on the Rec Room YouTube. And I'm just like, what do I even do anymore? I don't know. For some reason, people still are being subscribed even though I'm posting nothing. Motivation is hard to find. But anyway, let's move on to the next question. Okay, so what are some of the biggest challenges that you have had to overcome or currently trying to overcome as a content creator?
I think if any of my like subscribers or fans are watching this, I think they all know my biggest obstacle that I'm still currently having right now is my PC is so garbage. It is trash. It is horrible. I don't know why it's so bad. I guess I just had it for a while, but because of my PC, I can't live stream, and I have like 80% of my subscribers asking me to live stream, but I can't do it because then my computer crashes. Some of the types of videos I used to make, I'm having issues doing them now because my computer is terrible. So recently I've just been trying to do as much as I can to get, like to save up for and invest in a better PC and all that stuff like that. And it's really hard for me. Like, I work at a warehouse, and I work at an NVIDIA account. So I'm literally looking at thousands and thousands of graphics cards every single day, and I can't just have one. And I just want to have one, but so it's so that's my biggest obstacle, is like slapping me in the face every single day when I go to work. So I think that's my biggest obstacle so far right now.
Not stealing one.
Yeah,
That
I know.
sucks.
Let's just get an S in the chat for your computer and you looking at amazing graphics cards every day.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So for me, as far as BVR goes, I'd say things are sailing pretty smoothly. As far as like, I guess an obstacle, again, as I kind of said before, just making sure I like have the motivation to be consistent and make sure I come up with ideas. Oreo earlier said that like sometimes before he goes to bed, he like has a bunch of video ideas at once, and I can vouch for that. I get my best and most video ideas when I'm trying to fall asleep and I can't, and my head is just like rolling through a million things. And so getting video ideas, I guess, and just making sure I have the motivation to enact on them is kind of a hurdle I've had to overcome. But I think I'm doing pretty well overall, staying consistent and such. So things are going good.
Nice. So probably the biggest thing, like challenge for me to overcome is I have 2 things. So first one is probably similar to Mavs. I have a PS4 and a Windows 7 PC. And editing, oh god, I lagged, sorry. Editing is really difficult on the PS4, and my PC is really bad, so I can't do much on that. And my second hardest thing to overcome is school, because by the time I get home, I'm just not motivated, and I'm way too tired to do anything. And yeah, but hopefully I overcome those challenges, and yeah.
Okay, so for me, starting out and still quite a bit today, the thing that was probably my biggest obstacle was just like my voice and my tone. I really disliked my voice for a long time. I would not even talk when I streamed. But, a lot of people talked me into starting to talk. And now it's kind of like tone is really, really monotone. Even if I'm really excited about something, I'll go back and rewatch my video and I just sound so bored, even though I'm not. So just trying to work on that and sound as enthusiastic as I feel is probably my biggest hurdle right now. That and my internet is absolute trash. So 9 times out of 10 when I try to stream, it crashes. So looking for better internet on top of that. But that's me.
Wow. I'd say that the biggest struggle for me is especially on a gaming YouTube channel. If what's trending is Fortnite, and Fortnite is unbearable to play in your opinion, that's probably the biggest hurdle right there, because there are times where it's like there's no game other than specifically Fortnite where it's like you've played it for so long and you just want a different game, and you wish that like you could literally just sleep on stream and you get millions of viewers. But sadly, that's not a possibility. So I just try to think outside the box and try to make some videos that hopefully I enjoy playing while the viewer enjoys watching.
I
All right, that's
sorry.
great.
Oops, sorry.
Oh,
Sorry to
go ahead.
interject, but I definitely agree with that so much. The biggest struggle of any YouTube channel that already has somewhat of a following, but is still trying to grow, is making sure that what you're making matches up with what your audience wants to see. I've struggled with that. I've had friends that struggle with that. It's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know
Right.
about you, I ignore that completely.
I'm in that boat.
I don't like doing trends. I don't like getting on the bandwagon. I
Exactly.
like making what I want to make, and normally that doesn't get a lot of views, but at least I like making it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Of course, my
Exactly.
dorm tour has like the most views out of anything that I posted recently. Okay. These are great stories. We're having a great time. Let's have a couple more questions and then we'll open it up to questions from others. All right. So, what is the best piece of advice you can give to new creators?
That's a good question. The best piece of advice, honestly, there's a lot of advice I would give to someone if I was giving them advice, but I think the best piece of advice would be to make sure that you're doing something that's that you really enjoy, because like everyone said, like sometimes you can get trapped into having to do content on a specific niche or for a specific audience that want a specific thing. So you got to make sure that you're doing what you like, because once you get kind of like put in that position where you have to make this specific type of content, you're going to have to do a lot of that now. And if you don't enjoy it, it's going to be super obvious. It's going to be super obvious with not only like the video itself, but even the title and like every aspect of the video, it can show if you're not enjoying what you're doing. So make sure that you're doing what you like. And then like I did when I started my channel, was I did my best to kind of like watch a lot of videos on that kind of that topic, so then I could do my best to kind of stand apart from everyone else, to kind of give myself like, because I think it's really important for you to stand apart from competition and everyone else. That's probably the biggest thing that will get you going, is just to be different. It doesn't even have to be good quality content. My first few videos, I literally couldn't even use a mic because I didn't have a mic, and the Quest didn't have a mic that can record with it. And still those videos did well because I made them super different. They weren't even the best videos, but because they were really different, I think is why it stood out so much. And yeah, I think just make sure you have fun, do your best to be unique and different, and just trying to stay motivated. I think those are the biggest key things as being a content creator.
I agree
I-
completely.
Sorry.
I
I
said
agree.
goodbye to say.
I agree with Mav, totally. I think that I just kind of said this earlier, but one of the biggest things about being a YouTuber is that a lot of times you can feel trapped in making something that you feel like you don't want to make. A lot of growth on YouTube kind of comes in like bigger bursts, and so like if one of your videos like kind of blows up or goes viral or something, and it's something that you don't want to make more videos about, well, now that's kind of a large predicament, because you have a bunch of people subscribing to your channel for something that you don't plan on making any more videos about, and so then that just won't really help your channel performance. And it's not even just with like trends. It's just like maybe you make a couple videos about a game you like let's say, I don't know, we were talking about Fortnite earlier. Let's say make like a couple Fortnite videos, but then you want to keep making Rec Room videos in the future because that's what you're more interested in and you have a lot more ideas in for the long term. And then like those Fortnite videos blow up, and then you just don't know what to do because you have people that want to see Fortnite. If you post Rec Room videos, they like don't do well at all compared to the like Fortnite ones. And it's just like, it's you want to make sure that you make videos on what you want to make, and that if any of those videos do get popular, you're ready to make more of that, I think.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had that solution
sorry.
to. Oh, sorry. You had that solution
It's
to
okay.
make a separate channel for Rec
Yeah.
Room things. So
Yeah, that's
yeah, I actually had to do that as well for one of the things I used to do that I don't update anymore. I made a whole new channel for it, and I wonder if those people even watch those things anymore anyway. Yeah. So if that ever happens, you can always make another channel. All right, let's move on.
Right.
Yeah, so one of the biggest things for me, like the biggest tips, is probably to be unique. I see a lot of titles, just saying like, if say you, oh, back again, sorry. I see a lot of Rec Room videos. I just see the title Rec Room. That just probably won't go anywhere, and you probably need to be more unique. So probably one of the biggest tips for me is you have to do thumbnails that stand out, put lots of like, I think, colors and everything, and obviously put an interesting title instead of just Rec Room. You might just say you're playing like a really horror map, like a scary horror map. You'd say the scariest horror map ever, and then Rec Room, and then yeah, basically just stuff to stand out.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be kind of a broken record repeating what y'all said, but I mean, they nailed it. Do something that you enjoy doing, because if you don't enjoy doing it, it's going to show. You know, if you're excited about the video that you're creating, you're going to convey that to your audience, and it's going to work out a lot better for you. So, for sure, just, you know, do something that makes you happy, and it'll be a lot easier down the road.
That's awesome. Yeah, those are really good pieces of information. One thing that I just thought about was, if something does blow up and you become a YouTuber and you enjoy your YouTube life, your newfound YouTube life, just make sure that you always stay humble. You know, you got to make sure that even though you're gaining subscribers and even though people do know you, you have to make sure that you understand that you're there because of your viewers. You can't now just leave them in the dust, thinking that they'll be with you forever if you treat them horribly. You have to still be there for them, and you have to listen to them and talk to them and make sure that they know that you're there for them.
That's a great piece of advice. Yeah. All right.
That's a great point.
So, this was a great conversation. We're going to open it up to chat questions. And the first question from the stream chat is, what is your favorite video you've made?
Oh, that's a tough one.
That's a
My
hard one.
favorite video.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
no.
just realized
Oh,
how
no,
tough
no,
that
no.
question is. If
gotta
anyone
find
wants to
videos
just
real
grab it
quick.
first, we
Oh,
we can just
man.
say the heck with the order. If you have an answer, go ahead and answer.
All right. Well, I'll guess I'll do a few of my favorite videos. One of my favorite videos is my most viewed video, my paintball stereotypes video. I know there's a lot of stereotype videos, so I wanted to do something that was more me, which was paintball. So I didn't do like the rec center stereotypes or anything like that. I love paintball, so I had a bunch of ideas of like the different kind of stereotypes in paintball. And actually, Oreo was in that video. We had a
Yes.
blast making that video. That
was so
video
I
was so
actually
much fun to
saw
make.
that one in preparation
Oh,
for
nice.
this. I watched it. Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, that one was really fun to make. I love watching. That was one of the ones I could rewatch a lot. But then I think I also was making these Omegle in Rec Room videos. Those ones are more on the random side of things. I just like mess around with people on Omegle. And I think I did one where I did prank calls, and I think that one was probably my most fun. The one I had the most fun making. I would just like get in a call with a random person, and they would be so confused that I'm in VR talking to them, and then I would tell them, "Hey, can you call your friend and tell them this something random?" Or we just do random prank calls. Nothing too crazy that would get them in trouble, obviously, but that was probably one of my really most favorite videos. And I think my video with my friend Tidal Wave, where he does this amazing impression of a girl. It's unbelievable. He sounds more like of a girl than like any of my ex-girlfriends, I swear. It's crazy. And he literally, we would just mess around. We just go to rec centers and just mess around with people because he had this really unique talent of being able to sound like a girl, and I would pretend to be his boyfriend, and we would make these funny scenarios. And I think that has to be one of my top 3 most favorite videos. That was so much fun to do.
All right. I guess is my microphone on? Yes.
Yeah. you're good.
So, I guess, I don't know. So my BVR channel hasn't been around super long again, so I don't really have too much to pick from, and I feel like I don't want to pick like a Rec Room Weekly video, I guess, because that's just kind of like a news thing. So as far as my favorite video on my channel would go, I'd probably go with my submission to the video contest I made last time. It was like the Sonic movie trailer recreated in VR, and I worked on that with my friend a little bit, and we just had a lot of fun making that, and it was one of the winners, and it was a lot of fun, and that's probably my favorite. If I'd have to pick a favorite Rec Room Weekly, it'd probably be the one where one of the like contest winners like contacted me, and apparently there's like weird writing on like the handle of the mystery Maker Pen skin, and I thought that was just so cool. And so I covered that in like a Rec Room Weekly, I think. So yeah, those are probably my favorites.
I didn't know you won the contest. Wait, were you at the after party?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh my gosh, I can't keep track of everyone. Anyway, let's move on. Continue.
Alright, so probably a lot of people are gonna say my favorite video is my most popular video, Rec Room Trailer vs. Reality. But no, my favorite video is probably my mum plays Rec Room, because yeah, it was a blast making that. It took a long time because my mum gets motion sick easily, but it was really fun to make. And yeah, and also my second favorite video is what's it called again? Oh yeah. Is we trick subscribers into thinking he was already VR. So basically, there's this person that actually sounds really similar to me, and we tricked quite a lot of people, and I laughed a lot during that video, so it was really fun.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
My sister sounds a lot like me. Maybe I should try that.
So for me, probably the videos that I had the most fun recording were our quest stereotype videos. Me and Rocco and Maloko, we just had so much fun going through these quests and just kind of over-exaggerating everything, and you know, we couldn't breathe. We were laughing so hard most of the time. But those are probably the ones that I had the most fun recording and just hanging out. But probably my favorite video on my channel would just be where we donated Oculus Quests to St. Jude, because we live streamed for a week. We got a lot of donations, and then we drove them up there, and I just thought that was, you know, super awesome to see the Rec Room community come together like that and help me out with that. And it's the only IRL video on my channel, but I love it.
That is so sweet.
I saw that video.
Like, can't even express
Yeah,
how
same.
sweet that is.
Oh yeah, that was an
Yeah,
epic video.
I got blown away by how generous people were. It was insane. And then, of course, like 2 weeks afterwards, they come out with the Quest 2 that was cheaper. But
Oh, you
It's
still
all
did
good.
it.
it's all
All
good,
right,
yeah.
Mr. B.
I'd say one of my probably. Can I say like a series?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I do like a series where I test out different like streamers' keyboards and their mice or mouses, whatever it is. And that's probably my favorite one because over time I've just tried so many keyboards that now whenever someone's like, "Hey Mr. B, what's the best keyboard for gaming?" It's like, boom. The answer already comes to me, and it's just really fun to see just keyboards all over the world, or even mice. But most likely, all the keyboard videos would be my favorite.
That's awesome. All right, so I can answer this one as well. On my personal channel, I do a series. Once a year, I make a music video that showcases Rec Room as a game, and that is one of the reasons I got recognized as a creator in this community. And one of them was all of our friends showed up in one place in real life, and we recorded that whole thing, and I put that into a music video. So just being with my Rec Room friends in real life, and then able to do Rec Room activities with them and hang out with them, and then edit that into a video was one of the best things ever. And also, my third music video, which was the biggest update in terms of the game and in terms of all these game modes, and that one I think I just enjoyed the most. And I'm going to do it every single year for as long as I can. my music videos will continue, and I have to top my dance scene every single time. But I love those so much. Nothing compares to making those. I get so excited every August. All right, now let's move on to another one of the Steam questions. Stream. I said Steam, and I don't know why. Okay, so
Wasn't
let's
gonna say anything.
see. What is your favorite Rec Room original game in Rec Room, and why? So, dev made games, for those who don't know, not user created. All right.
So my favorite Rec Room original is super obvious for people that know me. There's literally only one thing that I do when I'm not making videos, and I'm shooting people with a shotgun and a grenade launcher and paintball. That's usually what I'm doing. That's all I do. Paintball. It's like I think I'm obsessed, and I think I need to stop playing so much. I think it's bad now.
Oh man, my favorite Rec Room original. I like a lot of the Rec Room originals. I like laser tag. I'm not super great at it. I know there's some like, yeah, see Ryu's down there saying laser tag better than paintball. I agree. Laser tag is better than paintball. I'm definitely not as good as Ryu is though. So there's some crazy laser tag people out there. I'm also just a big fan of all of the quests. Probably Crescendo would be my favorite just because that's the most recent and like the coolest one. I like Stunt Runner because it added like climbing and like the wall sliding mechanics, and I really kind of like all that. And just I kind of like having the like race format. So I don't know. That wasn't really an answer to the question. I like all of them kind of because I guess my favorite would probably have to be just the quests in general because I think those are really fun to do back over again.
All right. Am I allowed to say two?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, sure. Okay, right. So my first favorite Rec Room original is probably Crimson. I just like how it like brings new like assets and everything to the game, like with the like magic wands and everything. And yeah, and my second one is Paintball, like because all I do is get into a paintball game, put some Spotify on, and then I'm ready to just win some games. And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'll probably shock a lot of people with this, but I like the quests. Specifically,
No way! I had no idea!
right? Never would have guessed. But if I had to just go right out rude and say one, it would be Crimson. I love Crimson.
So glad everyone
That's
here's a Crimson
awesome.
fan. This is good taste.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, Matt, you good? Is Matt there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Thought you crashed.
Okay, let's continue. He'll come back.
Okay.
I'm scared.
To be honest, before Rec Royale was announced, I was still a part of Rec Room, but I would only play, I don't know why, but I would only play like PvP community-made games, and I never actually got into like Rec Room Originals. And then Rec Royale came out, and I was like, they made a Battle Royale in VR, and so I had to try it, so automatically I got into Rec Royale, and I thought it was the coolest, the craziest thing that I've ever seen in my life. So just from then, I just kept playing Rec Royale, and I think, not I think, but I joined the Rec Royale League, and my team with Harry and Baller came third, which was awesome. But just apart from that, I'd have to say that Rec Royale, either squads or solos, is my favorite mode or favorite game.
Yeah. All right. I actually don't like to play a lot of game modes. I kind of get bored. I like to hang out with friends more than anything. But I love Cauldron. Cauldron is the best quest, and I agree. And I actually really don't like to play anything PvP, but I love Rec Royale for some reason. It's like, it's not just constant, like die and respawn, die, respawn, same thing. It's like, you gotta just drop in, you can hang out with friends for a bit while you collect items, and then huge fights and stuff, and then just do it again. And that's the only PvP I like. All right, so we got 10 more minutes, so we have time for just a few more questions. So let's look at the next question, which is, how did you come up with your channel username name?
Oh, this is a good one.
So for me, I I came up with my channel username, and I wish I did something else because everyone keeps calling me Marvin VR for some reason, or Mavin VR, or Maven VR, or Mac, even Mac. I get Mac. How do I? Okay. Well, anyways, well, my real name is Maverick, and so I just wanted to do something short and simple that sounded nice. Mav in VR, virtual reality, and that's kind of what I came up with. My actual in the game is actually Mavbav. That's actually different because that's a username I used to use on all the other platforms, social media before I created my YouTube. That came along. Okay, that was kind of embarrassing. I should have brought it up, but that came along because when I was in high school, I had a crush on a girl. She called me Mavbav. I thought it was funny. Okay, but we'll leave it at that. Okay, let's go next.
So, my like first thing I signed up for like a username for was like years ago. It was like a Minecraft account, and me and my brother were making it, and he decided we didn't care about the username, so he just made it BillyBob9876, and so that when I started my YouTube channel, I made that my YouTube channel name for a while, and eventually I kind of decided I didn't want numbers at the end of my channel name, so I just changed it to something that was like kind of similar, but also if I just got rid of the numbers, it'd just be Billy Bob, so I just kind of did that, but like spelled weirdly. I don't know, it just kind of evolved eventually, and then once I got around to making BVR, one of my friends actually was maybe going to make a VR channel too. His name is Draw, and he was going to make it called like DTR VR or something, and I thought that kind of sounded cool. And so just like a mixture of that, and like a lot of VR YouTubers have like VR at the end of their names, and like mine starts with like a B, and so I was like, okay, I'll do like BVR, because why not? It doesn't really stand for like Billa VR or anything. I mean, it could, but it just is kind of BVR, and that's how I came up with my name.
Sounds like a news channel name, so you nailed it.
Yeah. True.
Thank you.
Alright, so I've changed my name like once, so it used to be Who Oreo when I did Fortnite content, because Who was, I was in a Fortnite clan with my friends, and it was named Who. And then, when I switched on my content, when I was going to do Rec Room, I wanted to change my name, so I was like, what do I change it to? And I was thinking of calling it Waffle Gamer. Waffle Gamer. And,
Yes!
oh wait, I just realized. But then I kind of regret. I chose Oreo VR, which I kind of regret because I'm just thinking if my channel goes any bigger, I might. I don't know if it will happen, but I might get sued by Oreo, and that wouldn't be good. But yeah, that's basically how my name came to be.
So for me, I do have a video on my channel where I go into a lot more depth. I'm not going to go too in depth into it because it's a while. Basically, me and my brother were playing an old game called Morrowind from the Elder Scrolls. So Bethesda from the Elder Scrolls. And at one point, you can drink like tons of these potions where you can jump like literally across the world. And we did it, and we went flying. We overshot the map. We went flying out into the ocean. Just some random point, and we decided to dive down, and we found the ruined shrine of Bethia. And I don't know, I just thought it was really cool. I thought they were really cool Daedric prints. So when I set up like an Xbox account a few years later or whatever for Xbox Live, and I was trying to come up with something, you know, that was just the first thing that came to my mind, and I went with Bethia 555. But kind of like you, I didn't like the numbers at the end, so I've dropped them. And that's pretty much where it's been, so.
That's awesome. Well, to be honest, when we first started our family YouTube channel, we didn't really have names, like in YouTube names, and this was when we were starting out, like maybe not even 100,000 subscribers, and I was on a Twitch live stream with my dad, and he was like, guys in the chat, tell us what the kids should, tell us what not what our kids' names should be, but tell us what their like almost YouTube name should be. And some guy, I don't know who it is, but some guy put Mr. Monkey, and automatically then I was like, Mr. Monkey. But for some reason my dad loved it, and he was like, oh my gosh, Miss Monkey and Mr. Monkey. And so that's what we were known as for so long, until I was maybe 13, and I was like, oh Mr. Monkey. So when I was 13, I had a talk, or we talked, and with my dad, and I was like, what if we change the name to Mr. B? Because imagine, Mr. B, much nicer than Mr. Monkey. Because what happened was I had the name Mr. Monkey on Roblox, and the turning point or the last straw was when someone got mad at me and called me Mr. Mankey from Pokemon, and that was the last straw. So I knew then that I had to change my name to Mr. B, and that's kind of where I am now. And I really like that name. A lot of people now call me Mr. Beast, and kind of that happens a lot whenever I go into like people's live streams and I'm like, hello. People are like, oh my gosh, Mr. Beast, are you gonna give me $10,000? And that's kind of the dilemma now. But hey, it's much better than Mr. Monkey.
That was a great impression of other people.
Oh, thank you.
Mine isn't that interesting. I used to be called, before I got into VR, I did a lot of Minecraft, and I decided to call myself Emily Erised, which is a Harry Potter term, because I love Harry Potter. And then I realized that no one can pronounce Erised for the life of them. It's E-R-I-S-E-D. I was getting erised a lot. And I'm just like, okay. I actually didn't know that at the time, but when I made my Steam account, I didn't want people from the server finding me, so I decided to think of a new name. It's really not that interesting. I was playing a game with my dad, where I had to create a username, and they didn't like the underscore for some reason, because it's Emily underscore Erised. So I'm like, okay, Emily. I like people calling me Emily. And I'm like, okay, well, I really like waffles. I don't eat a lot of food. I have a really limited diet. Waffles are like half of it. So I'm like, Emily waffles is enough. So there's got to be something else. And I'm just like, sure, yay, why not? Literally, it just like came together all at once. Yeah, it's not that interesting of a story. But, and I'm just like, you know what, that sounds great. That sounds unique. I don't think anyone will think of something like this. All right. Okay, so that's basically the whole panel. I thank you all so much for coming. Mav, Billy Bob, Oreo, Bathia, and Mr. B. Thank you all so much for coming and answering questions and being awesome. Is there anything you all want to say to close off?
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone on the community team for all the work that they've put into RetCon and this panel and all the other panels. So Emily, Ryu, Atlas, Gamma, any other community team members who aren't here, thank you, or any of the like builders who helped build RetCon, or anyone who like helped place booths and such. Thank you all so much for making this happen. It really means a lot. And also, I'm legally obligated to say, devs, please add hand holding already. I've been waiting since March. Thank you.
I agree.
I just want to say thank you to the community team as well. This is real. Honestly, I was super impressed with how well this event turned out, and the fact that it was going on for a couple days and everything. And from my experience, I've tried to do videos where I have to get like 5 people together, and I struggle with that. So the fact that you guys can pull this off is just immensely impressive. Like it's incredible. So just thank you guys, and thank you everybody that came to support Rec Room, came to support all these guys, me. Because like without the players, without all you guys supporting everything, then none of this would be possible. So thank you guys, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the RetCon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to thank, the whole community team, all the builders. It sounds like it's been like a rough couple of days trying to get this together. And yeah, I think it's crazy that you managed to get this all together, and it's just really cool. I also like to thank everyone that's came to the YouTube panel today, and everyone that's watched this for this hour, and everyone that supported us all. So yeah, thanks everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, for having me. Thank you for showing up and listening to what we had to say. And RetCon is amazing. All the rooms and the booths are amazing. Y'all literally gave it y'all's Rec Room best, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. I love it.
Well, I just want to say thank you very much to all the devs, everyone who worked so hard for RetCon. When I heard about RetCon, I got the Discord notification. I was like, wow, an online convention. Because that was like unheard of, and you guys pulled it off, and it looks amazing. So thank you guys so much for the opportunity.
All right. This has been a great time. Thank you all for coming to the second YouTuber panel of RetCon. My name is Emily Waffle-DA. Thank you for coming. All right, everyone, we're gonna cut it off here. Enjoy the rest of RetCon. More events and more panels and more streams coming your way. Yeah, thank you.
Give some people some cheers.